Hello everyone. Hey, hello everyone. Welcome. Happy Saturday evening. It's Saturday, is it? I've lost complete track of time since my vacations have started. All right. It is Saturday, the 28th. Good evening, everyone. I hope you all are feeling well. Hey there, Gash. Hey there, Llama. Great to see you too. And hello to everyone else who is tuning in. Thank you for being here. I have not streamed in a long time, and I apologize. I sort of really hurt my back last Saturday, and I basically spent the week pretty much just resting at home, chilling. Couldn't really do much other than play games. Haha. Yeah, guys, thanks for being here. Hope you're all doing well. So tonight we are finally at our number 2 game out of my entire top 10 Nintendo Switch games. It's been a much longer journey than I thought it would be. I think I started this back in it seems October. The 12, 11, yeah, October. I started this in October. The 11th of October, and here we are almost at the end of the year. Almost done. Oh man, but I plan on having it done before the end of the year. Hopefully, is what I plan to. Alright, so my number 2 game tonight is going to be, we are gonna be playing some Fire Emblem Three Houses. It is my number 2 game of the year. Hidden Addict, you're definitely not the only one. Out of all you guys who filled out the forum, the top 1 and top 2 spots was always between 2 games. At least 8 of you had either this game or another one as a top 1, top 2. And it was pretty cool to see that. But yeah, Fire Emblem is my number 2 game. This game is, in my opinion, of course, very fantastic. It's an excellent game, and especially when compared to every other entry in the Fire Emblem universe, this one for me is the number 1 favorite of them all. Just in terms of gameplay, combat mechanics, quality of life changes, and yeah, it just takes the cake, in my opinion. Maybe not in every single facet of, of the entire game universe, but it remains a very, it's still my number 1 Fire Emblem game. And so far I've spent 192 hours in it. This is my 4th playthrough, actually. And I am currently waiting on the last wave of DLC to, I guess, play some more, because I don't want to be entirely burnt out on it once the 4th wave comes in. But tonight I'm making an exception because, well, streaming. All right, well, I hope you're doing good tonight, Addict, as well as everyone else watching. Hey there. So where the heck was I? I'm at the last weekend before the mission, which is restore the monastery. So I just got past the time skip. I believe this is the mission like right after the time skip, and I am currently playing in the Silver Snow path. Right? Silver Snow is the very first path that I've done, and I'm revisiting it now that I know a whole lot more, you know? So this is bound to be fun. I just got past the time skip. And a cool thing that happened in this run is that I managed to recruit every single character that I could. I recruited all of the students from the other houses, and yeah, there are some that I'm unable to recruit due to the path I chose, but I've recruited every single one that I could. It was pretty cool. Of course, by doing that, it makes it so that the seminars are useless. I can no longer do seminars. So let's get this started, shall we, with dealing with these two quests and probably the rare auxiliary, rare enemy one. This is one of the few Fire Emblems which the protagonist isn't some kind of royalty. I think you're right. I believe Path of Radiance, Ike is not royalty at all. But yeah, there's quite a lot of them where the protagonist is some kind of royalty. I mean, in this game, you're a bit more than royalty, but I'm not gonna spoil too much. You know what I mean? Where the heck am I? What are my characters? Who am I fighting with? First of all, I'm going to empty out everyone that I do not use. I don't really use settings, don't I? Am I gonna? Transform. Leonard. Alright. It appears to everybody. Don't use Emblem. Don't know why. Yeah, Hanneman and Manuela. Alright then. She's a gremlin, that is so cool. Bishop. You're going in. Adjutant. Raphael. That's right, Gash. That's right. Firelith is you know who. How do you play this game again? Why does she have a training bow? Who gave her a training bow? Yeah, Hike is definitely the first one that comes to mind when
My turn?
you think about characters that are not royalty or something like that. In this run, in this playthrough,
Ignorance is
I also
deadly.
made sure to actually use Hanneman and Manuela, thing that I've never done
I could
before.
go another few.
I always recruited them, but I never really used them. But this time I figured, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it, man.
I'll do my best.
Hanneman cannot be a dancer, no. only students of only students can become
I'll dirty my hands if I must.
sadly. Or not sadly.
I do this for
I
all
don't
of
think I want to
us.
see Henry as a dancer.
Pretty good, huh?
So, Gash, if I remember right, you do
At
not
your
own
service.
the game, but you already know a bit about it, right?
Excuse me. Let's keep our guard up. I'll try harder too. I will prevail. My orders?
Draw back.
Let's make this quick.
Yeah, you can't afford. Sure, you know what? Have fun. Boom. You can't hear me over the game, and okay. That's a good point, yeah, the game music is kind of loud, isn't it? Alright, there we go. That should be better. I turned down the game volume, that should help. And I raised myself up just a little bit. Thank you, that should help.
Pure grit.
Alright. So,
For
what I
Gerald.
said was, you have not played this game, but you do know a bit about
More
it,
fighting.
don't you?
One of us has to die.
Nice.
Dorothea's
This
getting
is my
that crit over
stage
there.
now.
I could learn a thing or two.
You pretty much know it all? Okay. Gotcha. Good to know.
Witness.
You spend too
frigid
much time
fire.
watching supports? Oh yeah.
What's my strategy?
If I don't own the game, I might as well try and learn everything that I can anyway,
Ready for anything.
right? I cannot reach that. Huh. Odd. Bernie's backstory is messed up, and sadly it's not the worst. There's surprisingly a lot of characters in this game that have some kind of messed up thing going on with them.
Bernie's just no good.
I mean, just really, a lot of people have just a messed up thing going on for them. It's kind of sad, really.
Ignorance is deadly.
The game, I guess, really wanted to amp up the, I guess, relatability than, relatability than, than the other games. I mean, when you think about it, pretty much every character, almost every character, has some kind of mental problem. It's
A little scratch won't
That's
stop
pretty
me.
crazy. They all must have something messed up as they understand by their silence. It's obviously implied that Byleth talks, just not during the cutscenes. Just not during the cutscenes is all. I mean, after all, silence is the loudest. Wow, I have no idea where I'm going with this. Silence is something.
Be at peace.
Sometimes silence is the loudest word. I guess, I don't know. Oh, meteor. One shot this guy. Wha-bam!
I'll dirty my hands if I must.
Yes, you will. Oh yeah.
You left me no alternative.
Gash, do you forget Corin from Fates? She was pretty talkative. She was pretty talkative. In Shadows of Valentia, the Gaiden remake, Harm and Celica are pretty talkative. There's only been a few games where the protagonist was silent, because in the Fire Emblem games it doesn't always translate well. Corin is definitely not silent. Corin speaks a lot. A lot.
You're in my sight. I'll dirty my hands if I must.
Corin pretty much talks all the time. There really isn't a moment where Corin doesn't speak, actually.
A tragic end. Leave it to me.
Oh goody,
I've made good progress.
that's what I wanted. This is what is commonly known as the church path. Silver snow. This is my 4th playthrough. Fate's story is it's not good. Just not good. It had great potential, good premise, but very not good execution. Honestly, it's not that good. Too bad. Yeah. Fate was just messed up. They really tried to do something cool, I agree, but they just ended up not being good. Chomp.
I fight for justice's name.
Oh, nice.
One step before the next.
My turn?
Yeah, there were a few things that just did not make sense.
I'll dirty my hands if
Honestly,
At your service.
I think one of the driving points why they made it so that Korean siblings were not their siblings was so that you can marry them. I'm sorry, but it definitely feels like that was a driving force of
My orders?
them not, of Korean not being a real sibling. Oh well, since we're not literally blood
What's my strategy?
siblings, it's okay. It's okay to get married.
I do this for all of us.
I was like, wait, what?
Pretty good,
Are you
huh?
serious? Okay, I guess you are.
I'll do my best. Now there's a way forward. Let's make this
I don't
quick.
know. Some things are just wonko.
I will not die yet.
Ready for anything.
They had to build the story in a way that really not forced you to, but highly encouraged you to go out and buy
Well done.
the third path, you know, the true ending. So they had to make it so that Conquest and Birthright stories were incomplete, were just, you know, not that great, so that you go ahead and buy the other game, which is not a good, just not good, man. Not a good thing to do.
All is going to plan.
I mean, the third path, you know, the story is better,
One is unstoppable.
but then it's the gameplay that sucks. So it's really been a mess since day one.
You left me no alternative.
There honestly should have been supports that are unmarriable.
Make a difference?
Yeah, well. Something that was also wonky about Fates and Awakening as well was that in every support, almost, they had to shoehorn in romance, when sometimes it just doesn't make sense at all why those two characters, you know, should be attracted to each other. But they had to do it because, you know, more options is good. More options are good, and if one person wants to be with that person, then they should. And that just caused some really weird support dialogues that are just bad.
Nice try.
For some, I mean, they're just not good.
I got
Some were good, you know, some worked out really great, but others are just, ugh, where does this romance come from, you know? It's like this just comes out of nowhere. One of the, yeah, Cordelia. Cordelia is a bit weird because she has this huge crush on Crom, obviously. But then she just settles for someone else, you know? Like, oh, that's okay.
won't stop me.
I used to really like Crom, but now I guess I'll settle with you. Oh, gee, I feel nice and important.
My blood compels me.
Nice,
I
Marianne.
must keep going.
Oboro is
Amazing.
my she's my favorite unit from Fates, I believe. Yeah. I really like the Oboro. Donk. Even
No time for
Olivia
panic.
can marry Crom. One of the very weird supports that I remember, and it's actually a very canon support, it's Crom and Sumia. I mean, the game obviously pushes
I'll dirty my
pushes
hands if I
Crom
must.
towards Sumia at the beginning, and that's okay. But their supports suck together. From C to S rank, the only thing they talk about is making pies. Exactly! Exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly it, Gash. It's all about pies. Oh man. Exactly. It's just pie, 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 pie. Hey, I love you.
I
Marry
needed
me.
that.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, man.
Hey!
I mean, the pie thing is fine for a C rank support, maybe even a B rank, but then they stuck with the pie thing until the very end. It's like that's really the only thing they could find
Ignorance
between
is
them,
dead.
huh?
This wouldn't have happened in my youth.
Now, the supports in this game are not even comparable to supports in Awakening and Fates. I mean, these are deep, they're very good, they really make you like the characters. I mean, they're just very well done. And since they don't lead to romance, they don't have to shoehorn these stupid things, you know? It's really, really good. I'm very happy about the overall writing of this game. It definitely helps me enjoy the game and helps me declare this as the #1 Fire Emblem game out there.
I'll do my best.
I really do not remember who in my first playthrough of Awakening, who I had Robin marry.
Apologies.
It's been too long since I've
More
played, but
fighting.
maybe it might have been Church. Shoshi. Church. I have no idea how to pronounce her name. It might have been Cordelia
My
too.
orders?
I remember liking Cordelia. Yeah, her. Shosh.
All right, who's next?
Shay. And you end up with Batman as a son. Yeah, absolutely.
My turn?
That's right. Silly Batman.
I'll dirty my hands if I must.
You're on fire.
I don't think that I ever married
your
Lucina.
service.
Even though she definitely is one of my favorite units, if not my favorite unit in Awakening.
Give me strength. A tragic end.
I do remember though that I had my Lissa paired up with
I'll do this
Longku,
for all of us.
and I thought that was pretty funny. I thought it made up for a pretty funny pairing. mean, I completely did not care about, you know, the optimal pairings or anything like that. I just went for, you look like you would fit well with this person. I'm gonna pair you with him.
No time
Just for
to
no
slow
other
down.
reason.
I
Marrying Lucina does
will prevail.
raise some interesting questions. I agree.
Ready for anything.
It's really weird. I mean, once you start digging, and then you start trying to figure it out, it's like, oh dear. Like, let's see. Okay, so Robin is from present. Lucina is from future. The present is marrying someone with the future, and
not for myself.
Robin has a son or daughter that's of the same age
What's my
of
strategy?
Lucina, and it comes from the future. But if Lucina already comes from the future and you're married to her, then how can your son be of the same age as her mother? So Morgan is from the future, is what that would mean? It just feels so weird. Like, okay, this does not work anymore. This is just messed up now.
Justice's name.
I'll strike you down. Woohoo! Slice. 204.
Will this ever end? All this power just to survive.
For any child units, Morgan. It's from the past, future. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Really wonky. I agree.
It's win or die.
As a general rule of thumb, I
Will this
always
ever end?
dislike any story elements that includes time travel,
One of us has
because
to
it
die.
just never works. I mean, it never makes sense because it can't make
Only
sense.
thorns left on this rose.
And so I have a hard time enjoying anything that involves time travel. But even then, I enjoyed Awakening. I enjoyed Awakening's story more than Fates. I mean, you don't play Fates for the story. That's just, nobody does that. Nobody plays Fates for the story. Because it just doesn't work. Now,
Excuse me.
I will say that
Keep our
Fate's
guard.
gameplay is solid. The gameplay is very good, and I'm very happy about that.
My heart burns with pride.
Especially Conquest.
For Bridget,
Fire
I
Emblem
find
Fate's
strength to
Conquest
carry on.
some of the best gameplay out there. Fire Emblem gameplay out there. It's really, really good. Just the story's bad. An alternative future of the past future on where all child units travel to the past but do not succeed. Oh man. Hwayne is a cool character, man. Lissa's son is a cool character.
For Gerald,
I like Hwayne.
I'll keep pushing myself.
What helped me enjoy him a lot more is actually, funny story, is Fire Emblem Warriors. That game really helped me enjoy Owain more. do have a point, Gash. If Robin marries Lissa's son,
Let's do our part. Don't underestimate us. We can't be careless.
yeah, it's weird. Oh, you're right, Gash, you're right, okay. I see what you mean by that, okay. Yes, since Ophelia is Owain's daughter. I'm sorry, not Owain. Who's Owain? That's not his name in Fire Emblem Fates. Is it now? It's Odin. If... yeah. I don't know, man. Weird stuff.
Your end has come. I had to protect my friends. This is for everyone's good.
Selena got a name change from Severa, which is not very much of a difference. But that's okay because I like Severa. I mean, I like Selena, not Severa. She was just rude in Awakening. A lot better in Fates.
Each battle a victory.
All right. Yes, she was definitely improved. My favorite male unit in Fates has to be Arthur. I love Arthur. He's so funny. For great justice! Before I started my...
Your attention, everyone. The Knights of Seiros and our most trusted allies have gathered.
Before I started streaming, and I had Arthur as my profile picture on Discord. I liked him. But anyway, back to Three Houses, eh?
We have rallied our troops for the purpose of stopping the Adrestian Empire's efforts to rule all. We have prepared a new flag to fight under. Much like the Professor, it bears the crest of flames. I hope everyone finds this suitable. Beneath this flag, we will bring back peace to the great land of Fodlan.
Professor, I am not sure I understand. Why is the Empire intent on making an enemy of the Church? What is meant by the way of the Church? What do they dislike about it?
I have no idea what Edelgard was thinking or how she arrived at the decision to raise an army. However, I do have some small insight as to what she is after. She is attempting to destroy the existing social order. That is why the Church of Seiros is first on her list of institutions that must be destroyed. It may very well be her goal to rebuild Fodlan from the ground up.
I see. But that is only Edelgard's desire, is it not? I cannot imagine that the people of Fodlan would want that for themselves.
She has two.
She may have high ideals, but she certainly lacks any compunction about throwing the world and its people into an awful war. It just seems so illogical.
You have a point, Flame. I do not believe the people will ever understand her aim. So long as she makes the people suffer, our Knights of Seros will fight on and strive to protect them. If we do not defeat Edelgard and retake control of this world, Fodlan's future shall be as dark as night.
Thank you, dear brother. I finally feel I understand what is going on.
I am always happy to answer your questions, Flame. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Well, actually, I have a question for the professor. My brother mentioned that you slumbered for 5 years. Where was it that you slept? The bottom of a valley? In the water? That certainly sounds frigid. I would never choose such a place myself. I am surprised you did not fall ill.
Pardon the intrusion, but we must prepare a counterattack, now! It seems the Imperial Army found out about us entering the monastery.
That is sooner than expected. They must have been spying on us.
I wonder if we can win on our own.
There aren't many of them. It looks like we'll just be facing the ones who were stationed nearby.
Did they move on us too soon? Perhaps if we fight by using the land to our advantage... Of course. If we are careful, we will not lose. Never again will those Imperial scoundrels disgrace Garreg Mach with their presence. Onward, Professor!
Flame does feel like this game's a young girl. But what's cool about Flame is that she's not like Noe, where she's this, where
Thank
you know,
you so much.
she's a dragon who looks like a 12-year-old and super scantily clad, skimpy little girl that makes you feel bad about just looking at her. You know.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
Flame is nice, she's cute, and that's it, you know? Nothing weird about her. Noe is just, oh no, please no, stop. I feel bad just looking at you. Alright, we got some A ranks. Nice. Stuff that I've already seen before, but let's watch them again.
Even with the fires of war raging all around us, tea never fails to soothe the soul. Do you not agree, Bernadetta?
I hadn't actually thought about it, but yes.
Excellent. Oh, that reminds me.
What's that?
A long time ago, my parents were in talks to arrange my marriage with a certain young lady. She never set foot outside of her room, and she made little dolls to curse her perceived enemies. Such were the rumors. Frightened, I dissuaded my parents from going through with their plans.
I can see that. She does sound pretty frightening. I relate to the staying in the room part, though.
That girl was you, Bernadetta, a daughter of House Varley.
What? I don't make dolls to curse people.
You are a skilled embroiderer, no? I guess I was wrong. You were not making dolls.
I did make dolls, but cute ones. Nice little carnivorous plants and things.
She pronounces it carnivorous, not like we usually do. Carnivorous. Carnivorous. That's weird. Anyway.
Maybe I should not have brought this up.
Why not? Carnivorous plants are adorable.
Yes, adorable. Anyway, if I had actually known you, I would have accepted the proposal.
Why? Did you have some scheme in mind?
No, I just mean, now that I have gotten to know you, I would have been happy to...
So, you're saying you'd... with me? It's getting kinda hot in here, isn't it? Maybe it's the tea.
Why are you getting so worked up? That was all a long time ago now.
A long time ago?
Yes, Now we are soldiers fighting together in the same great conflict, right? And my parents are gone. So any agreements they might have cooked up would be completely invalid.
I guess so.
Just think, if we had been married, we would not have been able to build such a deep friendship.
That's true. Yeah, we never would have gotten this close. I would have given up on the relationship my parents chose for me and shut myself away even more.
So all in all, I am glad I refused to marry that doll-cursing princess.
Hey! I said I never made cursed dolls!
Sorry. I am just glad to have met you at the monastery. I had better take my leave. We should have tea together again sometime soon.
Yeah, see you. I'm glad we met here too.
I feel as though Bernadetta wanted to get married to Ferdinand. She's like, oh, so you still care about me? Not anymore. Oh, okay then.
Ferdinand.
That's the girl right there.
Petra, is there something I can help you with?
No, I am not needing help. I was just thinking that you look lonely.
Lonely? In wartime? Hardly. I am too busy trying to survive to feel lonely. But once we have survived, what will you do with yourself, Petra? Return to your home? As an Imperial hostage, you would be freed if the Empire were to fall.
Yes, my plan is to be returning home. But if Bridget and Fodlan can be friendly, I will be able to have visits whenever I choose. Maybe it is even possible for me to be living in Fodlan.
Live in Fodlan? Do you not want to go back to your homeland?
I do have the hope of returning one day, but Fodlan is also like a homeland to me now. I came to Fodlan 9 years ago. I have been living half of my life here. My family is living in Bridget, but in Fodlan, I have new family and new friends.
New family? I am glad to hear you feel that way about us, Petra. In that case, we will have to make sure that none of us die. We do not want to lose anyone in the family.
Yes, we will be winning, and you will not be dying.
Ha! Do not worry. I do not intend to die. I have some things to do when the war is over.
Things?
Yes, you and I can be the link between Fodlan and Bridget.
Oh,
Ah.
Okay, I have to confess, I fibbed a little. About not being lonely. When this war ends, I will be quite lonely indeed. If you go back to Bridget.
is that a truth?
I have just made a decision.
Hands off my girl, dude.
I will work as an ambassador, improving relations between our
Hands
people.
off Petra.
Whether you are in Bridget or Fodlan, I will be there too. Then both places can move forward together in eternal friendship. We ought to join forces and make that a reality. Do you not agree?
You have my gratitude, Ferdinand. All of it. I have loneliness just like you. But your words gave me great happiness. Please do what you are saying, and be a bridge for Fodlan and Bridget.
You can count on me. We will keep at it, and one day...
Yes, one day, we will be seeing that future.
Indeed. One day.
It just never ends.
Hilda,
I just haven't.
I apologize.
You didn't even.
I can proffer a guess. Instead of relying on others, nobles should not be lazy or idle. We
Easy for you to say. Always contemplating the noblest course of act. Your chore today was repairing the weapons, right? I don't think.
I do not believe...
Look at me. I'm supposed to be organizing these library supplies.
What could be difficult about such a task? You said...
There are too many. Maybe it doesn't seem difficult.
Granted, there might be some creative approaches to
Oh?
I can
Right.
now put similar items together.
I see.
Now that you have arranged everything...
Wow. You thanks, Ferdinand.
It was nothing. I suppose I ended up doing her work after all.
Silly silly Hilda. This game could have contained S supports with NPCs, but not all supports without the gender's characters could end the S support, and since it's a war, they wouldn't marry immediately. Yeah, well, that's why Byleth only ends up marrying at the end. Which is a dang good idea.
Let's see.
Oh, my princess!
Ferdinand, you should probably settle down a little with the princess talk. Just speak to me normally.
I could not disagree more. To me, you will all from ages 5 to 11. Seeing you on
You're going a little overboard.
an elegant coalescence of beautiful song and frenetic swordplay. On stage, weapon in hand. Honestly, the first time I held a sword, it was not to train.
I inspired your love of weaponry? How flattering.
Correct.
Oh, come now. Although I'm honored if my state...
The honor is all mine, no matter where I go, or who I end up marrying. Is something...
Oh, nothing. I just feel a little empty inside now.
Are you talking about platonic relationships, Gash?
Why do I have to clean the library? It looks like you're not busy.
I just saw this
busy
one
sampling-
with my wife. Oh, thank you. How am I able to get... Really? Okay, okay. He's at 22, he's almost there. War Master at 69%, okay, nice. Next thing you know, I'm going there. She's already Falcon Master. She's Paladin, she can't do anything else. Victor's a Wyvern Lord. Mercedes is the Assassin. Leticia Gremory, Marianne a Dancer. Ione almost a Bow Knight. She's gonna finish with being a mastering a sniper. Hanneman is that class. Probably gonna finish with that class too. Manuela Gremory. Yeah, we're good to go. That's good. I already have a Brave Sword Plus. Not need that. Very nice. We'll go with that for sure. Why does she have a training bow? I couldn't make it into a 11 sword again. Later. Lysithia, get rid of that bow and that axe right there. Will you? Thank you. Alright. Let's go with the mission. So, my very first playthrough of the game, it took me 68 hours. My second playthrough took me about a little bit less. 68 to 50 something. My next playthrough did not take 40 hours. Took less than 40 hours. And then my third playthrough Fourth playthrough is this right now, actually. It's 30. Well, so far we're at 30. Yeah.
Though preparations are still being made to raise troops for the Resistance Army at Garreg Mach, the Imperial Army is already one step ahead. Anticipating the Resistance Army's actions, General Randolph and the Imperial Vanguard, under his command, begin their advance toward Garreg Mach to reclaim the monastery.
Alright. First real mission of the time skip.
My thank you so much.
I have gratitude.
Woohoo!
Thanks so much.
Woohoo! Whoa!
I am grateful.
Thank you.
Alors. C'est arrivé beaucoup plus tôt que je pensais. So we got people who are 36. Might be a better idea to leave them be and have other characters join in so that they can get some XP as well. What do we got going here? Randolph. Bunch of people. That shouldn't be too bad. In fact, it won't be too bad at all. You got like 4 mages here. And no one who's actually a heavily armored guy. I mean, there's this guy, but I don't want him here. In that case, I think it might be a good idea to bring in 30 for Patreon. No one really has good defense except for Phoenix. In that case, come on over here. No. My Scythia, get over here. Yeah, that's what I want.
The Knights of Seros are a powerful enemy.
Clever tactics are our only hope here.
Report. The enemy has...
If we allow them to take the interior,
Alright, time for
Let's
fun.
make this quick.
Go over here.
What's my strategy?
This could turn the tides.
I'll do my best.
I do this for all of us. Let's still here.
Should go pretty well then. Haha.
My turn?
At your service.
Excuse me.
I don't expect forgiveness.
More fighting. Maybe it's better this...
Aye, aye.
My orders?
I do not want to break those.
There's no stopping me.
Damn right. Especially against armored units.
Taking life doesn't faze me.
Ignorance is deadly.
Yeah.
I could go another few rounds.
And bam.
What? That strange battle?
They didn't have enough soldiers with just the church, so they upped their numbers by joining with those filthy rogues. It doesn't matter what flag they fly. They're not...
Oh, I beg to differ. We're not just some filthy rogues.
I'll dirty my hands if I must.
No time to slow down.
Health restored.
Predictable. Watch and learn.
Watch out!
It won't be in vain.
And they want to reach
Our troops
their
are preparing the attack.
destination. Then cause a huge fire. Sure, he has 32 health. That's nothing.
You're in my way.
It's gonna hurt.
You lost that one.
Yeah, you did.
Everyone's equal in battle.
Hiya. Here comes the arrow. I love
For
doing that.
Gerald. You're really tough. I'm not dying here.
Gotta love assassins who
I
go
had to
through
protect my
forests
friends.
without a problem. I could, but yeah. Just how far can my rescue go? Oh my. She definitely needs a lot more magic, it seems. no! 6 damage! Good luck trying to hit my assassin Mosey. Haha.
Will this make a difference? I don't know what happened.
Me neither. That was not a good level up. Oh, hello.
I've got it!
Let's do that.
A little scratch won't stop
Triple
me.
enemies.
Maybe this'll help me keep steady.
Not too bad. She's got 38 resilience? Heck yeah, let's do that. Hey, Dash.
The Blade Breaker taught me well.
I bring you all the way over here. Perhaps here is safer. Yeah.
Taking life doesn't faze me.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome so much. Well, try that. Oh, ouchie. Oh no. Oh. She hurts a lot more than I thought. She hurts a lot more than I thought she would. It's a good thing she missed.
One of us
Ow.
had to die. Strength and beauty. What a pair.
Predictable. Alright, what do we got here? Just almost one-shot this guy. Kazap.
You left me no alternative.
No alternative.
Still here.
Nice job. Yo!
This is my stage now.
Hey, Steel Cat! Hey man, happy Saturday evening to you. Thank you for stopping by. It's great to see you, man. It's been a while. Haven't streamed in quite a bit. I I am doing very good, and I hope you are doing good too. Happy almost New Year.
I have to do this! I won, didn't I? I won't let this hold me back. I don't expect forgiveness.
Nice. Oh, nice.
The roar of battle.
What have you been up to, Steel Cat, lately? I hope you've had some good holidays so far.
Your end has come! Yeah!
Oh.
Let's keep our guard up. Okay, I'm gonna do it!
You were out of
He's
town
unstoppable.
visiting family this past week. Okay, great. That sounds good. I hope it was a good time. Some of these characters don't look right in certain classes with their portrait. So you noticed, Gash. Since this is like my 4th playthrough, I decided to have a bit of fun with some characters and turn them into classes that they're not really supposed to be in. Mostly for the memes. My biggest example of that is Marianne here, who I chose to be a dancer. She is most definitely not supposed to be a dancer. But like I said, I'm having fun. Here we go. I'm charging in. Hiya!
It's time.
No, you're right. She does not have her hat on. And that is because of the outfit that I gave her. It's not due to the class. It's due to the DLC outfit that I gave her, which takes off a helmet.
Sorry, but this is war.
Light stuff.
A little scratch won't stop me.
No, also, Mercedes is not supposed to be an assassin, but I made her an assassin because it's funny. She's normally, you know, a healer, a magic user, but this time I was like, you know what? Let's just have fun and make her a dancer. Make her an assassin. And I did. Oof. Well, that doesn't do anything, does it? Perhaps this will work.
Excuse me.
It worked!
I had to protect
It
my
worked.
friends.
The assassinate worked!
Just like that.
An attack that can kill enemies exclusively. And I got it. That's actually the first time that it works. Funny thing.
Alright, who's next?
Nice.
I'll keep pushing myself.
Dorothea is not supposed to be a paladin either.
I finally made it my own.
Dorothea is normally a magic user also. But just for the fun of it,
Okay, I'm gonna do it!
Still here.
Bernadetta is usually a archer. This time I have her as a Pegasus rider.
This could turn the tides.
I'm having fun just trying out different classes for different characters that are usually not supposed to be there. But it's funny.
All is prepared. Traitors! Repent of your sins, and the goddess may yet show you mercy.
Quiet! Attack!
Now!
Oh my.
A fire attack! The damage is too great! We can't fight anymore! All units retreat!
That's
Press the
kind
attack.
of funny because, well, there's no enemies here. What did that accomplish? That accomplished nothing because there are no enemies here. Well, see, because normally you're not supposed to have reached this section of the map already. You're supposed to still be fighting here, you know, in this area. But since I sort of blazed through it, well, it still went with the burning the village type thing going on. But there's no enemies there. So it's kind of funny that the enemy boss said, "Retreat! Retreat!" When, well, they've already retreated. They're dead. Can't really retreat once you're dead, can you?
Thanks for the business. If only sales were this good. This is for the best, right? Yep, I'm stronger now.
Yep, yep, yep. Eat this sword.
Guess I've got you.
Oh, here we go. Wham. Wham.
Pretty good, huh?
I'm impressed.
You better be. Hopefully she's gonna crit with 62%.
For my house, for justice, I will not be defeated!
Your end has come.
Oh yeah, you did. Poke. Tag you it.
Mother, please, I'm so...
Leave it to me.
Yeah. Yay. Complete.
My thank you so much.
We drove back the Imperial Army. The real fight has only just begun.
I never thought I'd be fighting Randolph. I guess it can't be helped, seeing as how I've left my own territory and all. But what will I do if my father or brother get involved? I really don't want to face them.
Too true, Professor. So long as the Empire is our enemy, we cannot avoid fighting those we are acquainted with. Though I suppose I have it easier, since my house is no longer on the Empire's side.
My friends from the opera said they would leave the capital and go west. So at least I won't be seeing them in battle.
I don't think I care if my own house falls. Let's make it a grand fight. After a grand nap, of course.
Of course.
It does not give me happiness to have the people of Bridget involved. But it is not the time to be thinking of that. If it is a possibility, I will be having their strength.
I don't mind at all, really. I have no friends anyway, and my father hasn't done much to make me care for him. Not that he'd ever step on a battlefield anyway. Oh, but I do wonder how Mother is doing.
Each of our situations is unique. What we share is companionship, and the will to fight as one.
Linhard just don't
Professor,
give a rip.
you are the heart of our efforts. We will support you as best we can. I have a proposal. It would be most difficult to fight the Imperial Army with the forces we have now. As such, I believe we should send messengers to whatever lords we can trust in the Kingdom and the Alliance, so that we may gain their support. Do you agree?
No, I do not. Okay, fine.
It is heartening to hear you say that. If all we do is bide our time, our enemy's main army will come down upon us like a hammer from above.
Who are you planning to ask? Sadly, House Karen is out. We can trust them, but they have no help to offer.
How about House Daphne of the Alliance? Their leader is sure to at least respond.
Judith, the hero of Daphne. Yes, that is a fine suggestion. That territory is on the border of the Kingdom and the Alliance. It has not yet been claimed by the fires of war. If they agree to lend us their troops, our forces will be greatly strengthened. We shall send along a secret messenger at once.
Claude. Oh, Claude is somewhere. He's not with me, but he's definitely somewhere in this game.
Part 2. Silver Snow. Pegasus Moon. Valley of Torment.
Oh, I do believe we're gonna meet up with Claude sooner or later.
Having repelled the Imperial Vanguard, the Resistance Army, in desperate need of troops, seeks help from Judith, head of House Daphne, the governing body in the northwestern regions of Alliance territory.
He is somewhere in the Alliance, making things go smoothly. It is a nice name, Steel Cat, isn't it? Valley of Torment. Good stuff, good stuff.
Ah, it is you.
It is I!
We were just talking about Rhea.
We have searched for 5 long years, but have not found a trace of her. It is possible that she is sleeping somewhere.
Did you think to put her picture on the back of milk cartons?
Just as you were sleeping all those years. That is my current theory, yes. We have moved against the Empire with the intent of defeating them, but have not given up hope of recovering Rhea. If she is alive, we will find her. Rhea is like family to us. And to you as well.
More than you think.
Please, lend me your strength.
Inquiète pas, ça veut rien dire. Je vais juste
The
niaiser.
messenger we sent to Daphne returned
Avec
with
ses
a reply.
commentaires.
Please,
Read it at once.
read it at once.
Hello.
I understand your situation. I will help you with whatever strength I have to spare. But there is a problem. Openly marshaling soldiers within my territory could provoke other members of the Alliance. Therefore, I will secretly gather troops in Aelel, the Valley of Torment. Will your group be able to receive the soldiers at this location? From
The
there,
Valley of
it should be
Torment.
safe to return to the monastery by following the border between the Alliance and the Kingdom.
Aelel is a deep valley located on the border of the Kingdom and the Alliance. People stay far away. There, we can meet without anyone finding out. It is decided. Make plans to meet up with our reinforcements at once.
Aelel, the Valley of Torment.
We got a snitch. You know what happens to snitches, guys. They get stitches. But before we go any further, let's have a nice little tea time. Doom, doom, ba-doom, boom. Because right now is clearly the best time to have a little tea time. With a unit that I'm not even gonna use.
Wow! Thanks for inviting me. Whoa! You got my favorite tea! Oh, wow, thanks. So delish.
So delish. Here we go, guys.
Huh?
Well, fashion, obviously for Hilda. Heart Racing Memories definitely sounds like Hilda. And I am counting on you. Evaluating allies. Oh, she likes to gossip. Yup.
No matter what happens in this crazy world, I know I'll be safe if I stay by your side.
Yeah, because I do everything for you. Of course. Here, just
You're sweet, thanks.
have some flowers.
You're...
Bye bye.
Thanks for the tea.
My pleasure. Happy birthday. Hanneman's birthday. Hey, why not? Hey, Hanneman.
Yes, I will happily tell you all that I know about crests. There's nothing I'd enjoy more. My, but you have exquisite taste in tea. This is one of my favorites. I always try to keep some around. Thank you. Delightfully warming.
Delightfully.
What? Indeed. What?
The opera reminds him too much of Manuela, and he don't like Manuela.
Indeed.
Evaluating allies, yes.
Yes, yes. Can't be helped. I'll tell you about my favorite food again. Or perhaps we should talk about drinks. Oh, thanks. Indeed. Oh. What? Oh, thanks. Indeed. Oh. What?
Just giving you random stuff, buddy.
Thank you for a wonderful...
Alright. And we got a paralogger too. Nice. Oh, this is new for me. Never saw this one before.
Professor Hanneman, is this a good spot for this book?
That will do nicely, Lysithia. I'm sorry to trouble you with these chores.
It's no trouble. After all, it's proper etiquette for the young to help the elderly.
The elderly? I'm only... Ugh, never mind. How have you been feeling of late? Anything worth mentioning?
I've been feeling well enough, all things considered.
You seem to be maturing remarkably. No doubt your well-being is due to the positive influence of your twin crests working in tandem.
Here he goes with the positive again. Looks like your research is more useless than I thought.
I may ignore your assaults on my age, but I will not allow unfettered attacks upon my research. What makes you think it's lacking? Surely you do not deny that your crest-related abilities exceed those of your peers. You are so far ahead of the others. Even the combined effects of the twin crests you bear do not fully account for that discrepancy.
You just can't see beyond the crest, can you? In all your research, haven't you considered that my abilities are a direct result of the effort I've put in?
Of course, I am aware that you are a hardworking student, but...
My efforts far exceed those of any other student. I've placed top priority on growing as quickly as possible.
Is the ability to expend such incredible efforts, to be so focused and driven, is that not a form of talent?
It has nothing to do with talent. It's a question of sheer will. I'm determined to succeed, no matter the sacrifice.
I see, but what drives you to such lengths?
I have goals, just like anyone, and precious little time in which to achieve them.
Little time?
The people who made me as I am informed me that my life would be drastically shortened as a result. A person bearing two crests, against the will of nature itself. Well, clearly it can't be sustainable. As such, I don't indulge in the luxury of fantasizing about the future. I haven't got one. Knowing all this now, will you still claim that my crests are something positive?
I cannot. Please understand, I had no idea.
I'll be leaving now.
Lysithia, so that is why you are...
Oh, dang. Poor Hanneman just got lectured. We got four paralogs. That's what happens when you have all of the units. Having all the units lets you have all of the paralogs.
Aelel, the Valley of Torment? So, hey,
Too bad, girl. You're coming with us.
Professor, you're not a teacher anymore, and we're not your students, but is there something you'd rather be called? Oh? Alright then, I'll call you... Ugh, nope, sorry, can't do it. Too weird.
I never do get used to the sight of blood. Have I never told you that? I hope this war ends soon. I did, though the thought of working hard for it does sound like quite a pain.
Sure does, doesn't it, buddy?
Gotta clean out the storerooms, tend the flowers. Well, it's my job, you know, like you. You got...
I don't like you. Nobody likes you.
Since the past, I have learned much of the language of Fodlan. But speaking the Fodlan language still gives me difficulty. I can understand, read, and write with nearly perfection now. But understanding... I have gratitude for you, Professor.
Thank you. Here, kitty. Have some fishies. Fishy for the kitty. Kitty for the fishy. Oh, gotcha. Nice. We got the super rare fish. The Fodlandy. Awesome. Good stuff right there. That's right, Gash. Top. This is why this game is top 2 on my list. The fishing. I mean, it beats every other game out there, you know?
Pardon me. Greetings, Professor. Is everyone setting out on a big campaign? Well, you can leave guarding this place.
That's right, Gash. Fishing is... Now, if this game did not have the fishing,
There's unrest. I hope things go back to normal.
then this game would be out now.
Hey!
Maybe 8 or number 7?
Hey!
But
favor?
let me tell you, because of the fishing, this goes straight to number 2.
Professor? Hey, Professor. Thanks for your hard work again. Nothing to report today. Was I convincing? Was it like he was standing right in front of you? Some things are the same as they were 5 years ago, but I guess a lot more has changed.
Haha. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
What do you require? Farewell.
Even better than Persona 5.
Pardon me.
Since I never played that game, I'm gonna go and say yeah. Hey, what's up, Shamir?
Hey. There are enemy spies around. Remain vigilant. Capture anyone who seems suspicious. What else would we do?
Well, duh. What else would we do with them? Come on, Professor.
AOL, the Valley of Torment. Oh man, that place is crazy hot. For guys like me, who grew up somewhere cold, though, I guess that climate will keep our enemies at bay.
Can you help me?
That would also work, Gash. If cannons were a thing in this game. But it's not. But yes, cannon fodder would be a good idea. No, just meat shields. Meat shields. Dang, good stuff. Yes, Gash, yes. No reason to buy shields. No reason to equip shields on my allies. Just send in all the NPCs. And convince them with false ideas of glory.
Professor, is it really I hear there are still quarrels within the Alliance. This generous offer of soldiers and supplies seems a little too... I mean, it's also really impressive.
Good idea.
My family, the Galatias, are an offshoot of the Daphno family. The family split in half, and two brothers quarreled over an inheritance. Despite blood relations, the families lived apart from one another, so the relationship has been distant and somewhat estranged. I'm not so much acquainted with Judith, the head of House Daphno.
Sharing her food with us for nothing in return? Judith really is a great person. She's more like a goddess than the goddess is. I never met her, so I don't know for sure, but she must be beautiful and kind.
Well said, Raphael.
No.
If a girl gives us food,
It seems some of our friends
Best
believe that if we
person
get
ever.
those... But with the added head...
that's what it's all about.
My cooking. Right. I do. Oh.
Where to now? Aha. Anna's secret thingy. Gotcha.
Some in Fargus believe Dimitri is still alive. My father is one such eccentric. They can't accept reality. Dimitri is dead. He's not coming back.
I don't know, Gash. Anna is always super secretive about her stuff. What kind of secret thing could that be?
Someday we will take the Imperial capital. It is odd to think that I will be invading the very city that I once called home. Ah, that is still a ways off. I will prepare for our journey to ALL.
Almost.
Even though we're getting reinforcement, never shirk to practice. I'm going to chop something up with my sword. Unless you'd like to train together.
Well, Gash, that's just Felix talking about the rumors. It's nothing confirmed. That doesn't mean it's true, that's just what people are saying. And that's what Felix believes. Is he really? Is he not? Time will tell.
A moment, please.
No.
My big brother told me stories of Judith's bravery. With just one look, she tamed a runaway horse that nobody else. When an Almiran general provoked her, she talked him into a tearful apology. She's spectacular.
Is she now? We're just gonna have to meet up with this Judith of Daphnel.
In other words,
ALL, the Valley of Torment, lies on the border of 3 noble territories: the kingdoms Fraldarius and Galatia families, and the Alliance's Daphnel family. In the Fraldarius lands to the north, the former Kingdom Army and...
I've heard people talk about the hero of Daphnel. If the stories of her courage are in different circumstances, right now, we have to focus on getting to those reinforcements.
Let's hope nothing goes wrong. Absolutely.
Right.
Hello, Flane.
It has been only 5 years. Half of the kingdom has fallen to the Empire. Despite such tumult, we look upon the same sky, unchanged by the storm happening beneath it. Yes, it would be nice, I suppose. Things were simpler then.
Very much so. Hey, buddy.
Meeting reinforcements in the Valley of Torment seems an astute decision to me. In that land of oppressive heat, it is unlikely. It also means we will need to contend with those harsh conditions. I have something to ask of you. Well done. You have my thanks.
Well done. You have my thanks. Thank you. Yeah!
I'm getting...
That's what I wanted. Oh, that was Flame. I think that'd be Flame.
Valley of Torment. Valley of Torment. I once read a book full of legends surrounding ALL, but I can't seem to remember.
Shucks.
can't believe the Valley of Torment. It's exciting. I wonder what the landscape is like. It probably is dangerous.
No kidding.
We may not be students anymore. We might even learn something that's useful for our next battle. I couldn't agree more. It's a shame the monastery was ruined, but at least the books are still.
Yay, books.
It's a shame. At least the
Books.
Professor?
Hearing that an old student has died cuts me right to the heart as this war with the Empire continues. We'll see more of it, We have a duty to fight alongside our former students. We taught them how to fight after all.
Now, let's help them win. Yeah. Got that right.
This experience.
The monastery repairs have made solid progress. When we first returned here, I was up. But if we can get the cathedral rebuilt.
Hopefully so, buddy. Hopefully so, my old man. That is what we need for the 2 quests here. Alright. Here you go, Anna.
You would appreciate it.
Now that there's that secret shop,
Welcome.
we can buy a whole bunch of good stuff. All these.
Is that the one? Is that the one? Is that the one? Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Thank you, and I am broke. Luckily though, I can make money quite easily.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one?
Back to having
Thanks a bunch.
41,000. Just
Come
like
back
that.
soon.
Pardon me.
Nice job.
Here you go, buddy. Thank you. Alright. Done with exploration. Now it's time to eat food.
Delicious.
I would be liking.
Nom nom. Great.
That looks delicious.
This is a wonderful dish.
Anyone else? Lycia and Anna, sure. And that's it for the exploration.
Eating delicious.
After that, it'll be time to do some paralogs. Oh, those two are not. Oh well. Ooh, she's A everywhere. That's good. She's B everywhere. That's not as good. need some more of that. Hades. We just unlock a Hades.
Nope. I'm getting it.
Yes, you are. Nice.
I suppose. What now?
Not easy raising her reason, which is not supposed to be reason. And one more Anna, okay.
You could. I could. Feels. You could. I could do this.
Nice.
Got a sec? Aha! Professor.
We've got. We. Look,
I still need to.
I'm starting to get it.
I think next up we're gonna be some battles, because we got a whole bunch of stuff to do. Almost. So she just completely skipped the advanced classes and went straight to Gremory. That's cool. Oh wow. Available to 8:30. Oh boy. I think I better stop now. I got stuff to do tonight. And a busy day tomorrow actually, so I think I might just end it here. Sorry about the short stream, Gash. And anyone else watching. Yeah, Fire Emblem Three Houses is my #2 game on the Switch of all time so far. I really enjoy it. It's a great game, I love it. And I hope you all will have the chance to enjoy yourselves one day, if it's not already done. Thanks a lot, guys, for being here. And I hope you guys have a great evening and a great rest of 2019. Just like 3 more days left until it's 2020. It's really cool. Hopefully the 30th we can finish our top 10 countdown. We'll see. Hopefully. But until then, I wish you guys a great evening, great night. I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.